What's up guys, Chimp here, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be ranking vegetables, and it's probably one of the most controversial topics of the community. I feel like I said community weird there, but anyways, there are some people who will think that vegetables are the best thing in the world. They're good for you, they're healthy, and a lot of them taste good. Others will say that vegetables are the worst thing in the world, and I would not have them, personally. I do not want to have them. And I've actually never had artichoke either, so there we go. But I've had a majority. I've only never had 5, and artichoke, I don't know, arugula, whatever that is, squash, leeks, and scallions, never heard of them. But anyways, let's get into the tier list. And we are also in alphabetical order. Love that. As we're starting off with asparagus. Now, the way I have asparagus is definitely a B tier. I don't know how they are plain. I'm pretty sure, I think you just have to cook them, like, really, really well. Cook them really well, and asparagus will taste great. But I don't know about them plain, because I've never tried it like that. Next up, we got avocados. They're also a solid B tier. There's nothing wrong with avocados, and I usually had them in a sandwich. Avocados plain, again, same thing with asparagus. I've never really tried it, but avocados in things, definitely B tier. Love the flavor. Next up, we got beets. Now, beets are just average, in my opinion. They don't taste horrible, okay? I'll give them that much. But other than that, I don't really have a ton to say about beets. They're fine, I guess. I don't know. Next up, we got bell peppers. This is the first E. I mean, no one likes that. No. Even if you stuff them. For me, bell peppers are really horrible. Plain, they're not as bad, but with stuff, and it doesn't matter. I think they all taste the same. For me, they all just taste the same. And bell peppers, no, I'm not for them. Next up, we got broccoli. Now, broccoli, in my opinion, is actually kind of underrated. It's, like, people will have it in, like, F, and I'll be like, what are you thinking? Because broccoli is definitely not bad. And especially with ranch, it's definitely about an A. I love to dip ranch, I love to dip stuff in ranch. It's my guilty pleasure. I know some people may do that as well, but I love ranch, everything ranch, love ranch. And broccoli, especially with ranch, amazing. Next up, we got Brussels, F. Brussels sprouts are the worst thing, actually no. They're the second worst thing on this list, behind one thing. It's in front of one thing, and I really despise this one. So, alright, anyways, Brussels sprouts F. No, I know very few people that actually like those, except if you count old people. Because then old people kind of like Brussels sprouts, I'm not gonna lie. Like my parents, they love Brussels sprouts. I've never seen it. I don't know what they're talking about, because Brussels sprouts are just horrible. Next up, we got cabbage. Hold on, I had kale either. Jeez, I've really screwed this one over, haven't I? Next up, we got cabbage, though. Cabbage, D. I have nothing bad to say about cabbage, but it's just boring, and it doesn't taste that good. It's not E or F, but it's definitely not above average. After this, we have carrots. Hell yeah, dude. I love carrots. Baby carrots, full carrots, I don't eat them like that, though. Carrots, again, dipped in ranch. I'm gonna say this, vegetables dipped in ranch is one of the best things in the world for me. But carrots, especially, elite. By themselves, elite. Everything about carrots is elite. They're the best vegetable on this list by far. By the way, avocado is a fruit, because it's also on a fruit tier list, which I plan to do later as well. But, yeah, carrots are S. Next up, we got cauliflower. C? I don't know. The way I have it, it's fine. It's cauliflower itself is fine. It's okay. It's good, I guess. Next up, we got celery. Now, celery, I think, is probably one of the more underrated uh, vegetables on this list. Personally, I think it's an A. I kind of love celery. I'm not gonna lie. It's good. It actually really is. There are some little strings that will get like stuck in your teeth at times, but it's fine. It tastes good. And again, celery with ranch. You ought to try it. Next up, we got corn. Now, corn on the cob is fantastic. It really is. Corn by itself, it's pretty good as well. Let's go corn A as well, because I really do like corn. Next up, you got cucumbers. Now, cucumbers are one of the most inconsistent things ever. You sprinkle pepper, and this thing is elite. But plain cucumbers, they're fine. So I'm just going to put them in B, and I'm not really going to talk about them much. Next up, we got edamame, or however you pronounce this. I don't know. Edamame, I don't know. I call it edamame. We'll see about that. Edamame, though, it's fine. It's definitely good, with some salts sprinkled in there. I'll give it a C. It's not bad. Next up, we got eggplant. Oh. No, man. Why would I want to eat a dick for a vegetable? It just doesn't make sense. No, I'm not doing that. Next up, we got garlic. Yeah, it's S. Garlic stuff, like garlic naan or garlic bread. It's great. I don't even have words. It's great. Garlic on stuff is great. Garlic itself, it's pretty good as well. It's definitely not bad. Next up, you got ginger. Ginger is such a weird one for me. I don't know what to say about ginger. It's weird. It's kind of spicy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put it in D. I have nothing bad to say about ginger, but it's not very good. Next up, we got jalapenos. Listen, for anyone who eats jalapenos for like a snack, I don't know what to tell you. I disagree with your opinion of them being good. Jalapenos are there to add flavor, right? They're here to add spice. I don't take a jalapeno and crunch it and eat it and enjoy it. I just can't do that. So, for flavoring, it's really, really good, but jalapenos by themselves is just a C. Next up, you got lettuce. Definitely a B. But it always just gets like this one issue every year. There's a problem with some kind of lettuce. I don't know what it's called, but always it's something there. And it's annoying. But I always have lettuce in my things. It's good, but there's always a problem with it once every year. Next up, we got mushrooms. Now, this is the thing I was talking about with Brussels sprouts. It's not that mushrooms are bad. It's just I've had a traumatic experience with mushrooms, and I've been scared of them my entire life, honestly. And it's something that I'm probably overreacting to, but still. We went to this place, right? And we went to a Mexican restaurant. It was a great restaurant, by the way. I used to love that place. But we got these black mushrooms, like they were completely fried, big black mushrooms. I'm not lying to you right now. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Alright, someone called me in the middle of a recording. It's fine. It was my mom. But I was in the middle of a story, right? I don't know where I was, but I got these big bag black mushrooms in a Mexican restaurant. I ate them, and the moment I went, I think it was called Julian. The place was called like Julian or whatever. I went to get apple pie, and I literally threw up all over the floor and in the toilet. And then my parents had to rush home. My mom got sick. I got sick. That mushroom sucked, and I've never liked mushrooms ever. And I'm sorry if I'm being a bit like if I'm overreacting a bit, but mushrooms are probably the worst vegetable you can have right now. Next up, you got okra. F. I just don't like it. I've had it so many times, cooked different ways. I've never liked it, and I never will, probably, unless my taste buds change, which is possible, but no. Next up, you got onions. Listen, alright, here's the thing with onions. It's the same thing with jalapenos. They're always there, and they add a bit of like a kick to your sandwich or whatever you're eating. But no one takes an onion, takes it and chews it, enjoys it, and enjoys how their breath smells afterward. It just doesn't make sense. We're gonna put onions in D because they kind of taste horrible, but for flavoring, they're not bad. Next up, we got peas. They're the most average vegetable a vegetable can get. It's so annoying. Peas are weird. They're just average. They're nothing else. Next up, we got potatoes. Now, potatoes by themselves, they're good. Baked potatoes, they're good as well. Potatoes are overall good, and I like them. They're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we got pumpkin. Not for me. Maybe for someone else, but definitely not for me. Next up, we got radish. Now, no one's gonna agree with me on this. I already know it, but these radishes are elite, and I don't know about you guys, but every time a radish is there for a snack, I will definitely go and eat one. And I know no one else does it, but I do. It's something about those radishes, man, that really just make me feel good and make me feel happy. Next up, we got red onions. They're the same thing. Nothing. Whatever. Next up, we got spinach. E. I would honestly say F, but it's really, really good for you. Like, spinach is really good for you. And that's the only reason why I'm not crapping on it right now. Next up, we got sweet potatoes. Actually, these are kind of tied with mushrooms. Sweet potatoes are the worst thing you can eat anywhere. They always taste horrible, and they are never good. I've not exactly had a traumatic experience with this, but I've eaten so many sweet potato fries, sweet potatoes, it does not matter. Sweet potatoes just taste bad for me, and I never like them. They're F. Next up, we got tomatoes. A raw tomato is one of the most disgusting things in the entire universe. E. Next up, we got turnips. They're fine, I guess. They're just an average vegetable. And last but not least, we got zucchini. Again, same thing, average vegetable. But as you can see, I'm kind of, vegetables are definitely important for me. And there are a lot of bad ones, but there are also a couple of those really, really good ones. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these tier lists. I really do. And I will see you in the next... Is that going to be the outro to this video?